and you're basically nading the smoke, like in the smoke, which is helping them. And the guy goes through because he saw no one's close.
You're not excited. You're not excited. Okay, it's okay.
I'm not, because I don't like this like pattern, you know? It's not shiny. You don't want to shift into angles that the enemies can be in, ever. If enemy can be in an angle, you never shift into it. And now you're fully exposed to palace. Let's see, I'm walking out of palace now. Oh, and you're... Oh, the guy walked out of palace, so... See? Bro, there's no such thing as holding ramp, and you're like, oh, you're getting into technicalities, you know? Why are you saying this? Bro. Yeah. Oh.
I was greedy. I was greedy.
I wouldn't say greedy.
Uh-huh.
I would say just stupid.
Boys, okay. Wherever you want, I go.
What the fuck?
What the fuck, what?
Your voice.
Did I say something or no?
Yeah, man. Like, are you not watching the stream, or?
Yeah, I'm watching. Dude, anytime we start a game, we're just trolling. There's no...
Wherever you want, I go.
Oh.
Yeah. You're a troll, bro. You're a troll.
People are always... The way they start, sometimes you have these guys, they go, hello. You know, it's like, I need some energy, man. You know, I need to have some people having fun. Oh, man, I don't remember. I think I fucked this round up for sure.
Yeah, but by the way, where do you play on Mirage? Because you said wherever you want to go, and I'm quite concerned about that fact.
I usually play ramp. I usually play pit.
What do you mean you play? There's no such position as pit.
Well, what I mean is I go under temple, under palace in this little corner. I don't know what it's called. So if you... Or I'm staying back here usually. So I'm holding...
So you're A player.
A player, yeah, I'm playing A. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but you don't play ramp. There's no such thing as playing ramp, because there's ramp, palace, connector. Like, you have to be aware of every single position of it like that.
Hey,
so,
you know, it's just you're going on technicalities. I think you know what we're trying to say.
No. But it means something. You like, I know how it's in your brain. Like, if you say I'm playing ramp, it means that ramp is the main position that you need to watch out for, and it's not.
Okay, so you're saying, because usually I have a stairs player, he checks palace, and I make sure that pit is, nothing's happening.
No. You're an A player. You are responsible for A. Like, you need to know, for example, when people can come through con. You need to, like, kind of have it in back of your head. That's
the stairs player, though, no?
No. The stairs player can, for example, yes, but he can sometimes be, like, for example, on stairs, and people can pick you from connector, you know, without picking him. Or sometimes they can go inside con and go through con to A, and he's like in jungle, and he's gonna get maybe smoked off or something.
This is great stuff. Yeah, I'm very excited to hear all this, because I think you're finally gonna give me some structure on both sides. So let's go.
Yeah. Well, you want to watch the T side anyways, so we're not gonna go with CT side.
Oh, you don't? Okay, come on, man. I thought we were gonna do the whole thing now. Because you usually go through it pretty fast anyways. You go like quick round.
I mean, I can go pretty fast. So the point is, like, on Mirage, there is like roles like this. A player who's responsible for the whole A side himself. Like, I'll just go back to this round. A player, and then there's like con player who's helping mid and helping A, whatever he decides to that his good like rotation is. So sometimes he might play even with the A player together, because he thinks like, oh fuck, nobody's gonna be mid probably this round, so I'm gonna play with the A player. Then there is window player, who's generally an oper. He's gonna be like buying up and holding mid, and he can rotate wherever he wants to. He can sometimes go to stairs, even like peak ramp, to con, to CT ticket. He can rotate over to B. Then there is gonna be B anchor, B player, who's playing B himself, and he's responsible for the whole B side himself. And then there is gonna be a short player who's helping mid and helping B. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Makes sense.
So you are the A player, and you're responsible for the whole A yourself. For the whole A, you're not expecting anyone to watch anything for you. Okay,
sounds good. So, what's a good position to hold to have that kind of in mind, to be able to be all of A?
Depends on the situation. But of course, we will talk about this in a second.
Okay.
I just want to see this round as well.
Yeah, it was very frustrating. The guy bomb plan faked me, and I missed the shot.
So the problem here is that you're not holding the angle. You are like shouldering, like jiggling the angle. So you're not ready to shoot them as they're coming out. Now you're shooting at the wall. So you should not definitely shoot at the wall, because the guy, if he's
He knows where I am.
if he's in ramp, he will hear the shot on the wall, and surely he doesn't see your. I mean, he doesn't hear your gun firing, so he knows that you're not close shooting at the wall. So he expects you in this line of sight of where you shoot at that wall, and he expects you ticket basically. But you're getting smoked off anyways. But instead of shooting like this, you should go on top of here and try to find a gap. In this case, there's probably no gap apart from. I mean, yeah, there's probably no gap. Yeah, and you're just jumping on top of tickets, which in this scenario where your teammates are already dead is not the best idea.
Okay.
So let's see what you could have done differently. Oh, you stepped. Oh no.
Yeah, my movement is not good.
So they definitely heard you. That was the issue.
That's what happened. That's what happened. He heard my drop, and then that's why he faked the plant.
I mean, yeah, of course. What do you think? He's stupid? He's gonna plant when he hears your steps? Of course not.
No, right? I just thought he faked it just to fake it, you know,
just for you to jump up. I mean, he could. That would be a smart play actually, because you know there is a smoke. You might go through the smoke, so it would be probably if you play against pros that would happen. But this guy just reacted to your steps. And now you have a nade.
Yeah, we said we were gonna go up mid.
That's okay. I mean, the nades are kind of uncoordinated, to be honest. And if someone is running away from the first nade, he's probably dodging all the other nades.
Okay.
And now you're running out into the angle. Like you're not expecting that, right? So it's not a big deal.
I gotta be honest, when I play ecos, it's like I'm probably not playing as smart as I could be, you know, as opposed to right there to just try and maybe hold an angle. I was just like, I'm gonna go get a kill, you know.
I mean, I understand,
okay.
but at the no, it's not okay.
It's not okay. Okay.
No.
Because you were saying you didn't really talk about this round as it being like a really bad play. So, but this
it wasn't
still
like a very bad play, because it's still that doesn't matter that much, because maybe there's no one there. But you just fully run out into the angle, like you just fully run out. That's never good, right?
Okay.
You never want to like run at the angle. You want to peek the angle, like with your intention to kill someone there, not just run past the position. You're smoking. Generally smoking like this, you should smoke earlier. This is kind of a timing where if they are flashing you properly, they would be already going through the smoke. So you kind of made it late. And you're basically nading the smoke, like in the smoke, which is helping them. Literally help them, look.
I'm just holding up.
And the guy goes through because he saw no one's close. Oh. And also the way you pick that angle, right? You press W there. W and A. Did you notice this?
No.
What do you mean? Right now you don't even...
Now. No, I didn't notice it. Yeah. No, I'm noticing.
See, like W and D. And
Never
you weren't
wanna do
active.
that.
Yeah.
Okay.
And now you're peeking with W full.
So in this get the kill, go back is the move.
No, you can clear that angle, that on the right, like here where the guy is, but you just didn't clear it.
Okay, gotcha.
You just ran into it with W.
I got nervous. Okay, so I understand though.
You got nervous and you pushed because of that?
Yeah.
Usually when I get nervous I hide, you know?
Oh, really? Interesting. I would say I always do the least calm maneuver when I get nervous. So I would say hiding is kind of not a dumb play, you know?
Yeah, but it's like being scared, you know? If you're scared, you hide. In real life, you know, you're scared, you hide. Run away.
So what's the best play? What's not being nervous? You don't hide and you just hold the angle. Is not being nervous?
There's no nervousness. Doesn't matter there.
Okay.
You need to just clear the angles when you're peeking the angles. That's all you need to know for now.
Okay, sounds good.
You can't just run at the angles with W. Like, you just forgot that there is an angle to the right of ramp, and that's it. That's the only problem there.
So what's happening? Are you ever gonna comment on my knife, or I don't get it, man? You haven't said a word.
On your knife?
Yeah, man.
What's with your knife?
It's just a sick knife, bro.
Wait, did you have it before? I kind of don't look at the skins that much.
Wait for it. Wait for it. Oh, baby.
I mean,
You're not excited. You're not excited. Okay, it's okay.
I'm not, because I don't like this like pattern, you know? It's not shiny.
Wow, you don't like blue steel? I fucking love blue steel, man. Okay.
It looks too gray for me.
It is what it is, man.
Can you take some like green knife or some fucking red one or something?
The green one is like fucking 2K, bro. That's where I draw the line.
No, you have to do that. Okay, so do you know about this thing where you're close to angles, you're more visible to the guy who's further away from it?
No.
Okay, so I'll explain it later. And now you didn't expect the guy dropping Palace. And that's also why this angle is bad, because you can get dropped from Palace.
This is okay, this position, or is whatever?
No, not really, because you're not holding ramp, and you don't know if they are out ramp.
Okay.
It's good like in a scenario where it's like a 3v3 clutch or something like this, and you need to really hide from every spot, or you want to be sneaky. It's generally not like a super bad spot. It's just not worth it in the pack.
It's not getting information right now.
Yeah. Like the guy could be running out ramp and killing your teammate right now. And your teammate, let's see how aware is he of this, that the fact that they could be like right now the guy could be under stairs and picking him, right?
Yeah.
Oh, he's zero awareness about this, and he could die right now from the guy ramp again. So as you can see, okay, that's me. Oh, sorry, too much of speed. Okay, this is just like missing a bit, but it's okay. Happens. Okay, this is cool. You just want to be throwing that molly slightly earlier, because the way you throw it is, first of all, it's bouncing like on here, right? So if someone's running like close to ramp and picking it, it will barely touch him as he's running out.
Gotcha.
And second of all, it's not blocking the vision enough for the guy who's like posted up with the op, right? So you want the flames to bounce in here, because you want the guy who's posted up with the op to have the flames in his face instead of the flames being here and the edge of the molly being here. That's quite important detail if you're playing A. And also, that's small details that you will not know, for example, as a B player. So that's why mastering one role, one position on the map is like a good thing, because you'll know these like small things and you'll be very good at your position.
Okay.
And throwing this nade is also good, but not in this timing. You should throw it as the molly is burning to guarantee that they're not gonna be running out as you're throwing the nade. Because here, you see the molly ended already, and they might as well be like peeking you at this moment, right?
Did you see what happened? I hit T again as I was trying to.
I saw it. I'm not commenting on it even. I was too focused on explaining.
I was trying to throw the nade earlier.
Well, you threw the nade, but on the ground instead of throwing it from your hand.
Yeah.
So this nade is actually very strong, but as I said, you should be throwing it as the molly is still burning. And again, you seem to have this. I'm just gonna drink some water. You seem to have these like routines of positioning, but these positions are not optimal, and we just need to switch your routines a bit or change them slightly.
Yeah. It's very good. I want to start winning on Mirage. This is fucking too frustrating, man. I'm telling you, it's like 10. Maybe I won 1 out of 10 Mirage maps lately.
And you shifted out into that angle.
Yeah, I tend to hit shift for some reason.
You were like ADing here. Look, like it was AD. For some reason, you're like looking at the wall as well when you're doing that. I don't know why. And now you like shifted out, right? You don't want to shift into angles that the enemies can be in ever.
Okay.
if enemy can be in an angle, you never shift into it. Unless you're behind and you have like some amazing play where you're behind them, where you obviously don't need to pick the angles, you can just shift behind them. But
that's a very good thing to be aware of, because for some reason I love shift. Like I hit the button way too much, I think. And I think it's very good that you're letting me know, because I'm always worried that people are going to hear me when I like go to the side. So I love the idea of not being heard. But
that's a great idea. But you can peek without being heard.
Right, exactly. That's something I've only come to notice recently.
Again, you're shifting out into these angles, right?
Yeah.
And now you're moving and shooting, so you're not accurate. I mean, it's happened to be accurate on the last shot, but...
Hey, bro, I hit that shot. Okay, let's go.
Great shot, bro. Very accurate. Perfect aim. Okay, this molly is completely...
Trash?
Yes. What if the guy comes here?
Okay, yeah.
Well, let's see if you... Oh, you made it. Oh no, you smoked it now. So actually, you couldn't do anything. And now you're fully exposed to Palace. Let's see, I'm walking out of Palace now. Oh, and you're... Oh, the guy walked out of Palace, so... See? Oh, I didn't even see him on the minimap, I swear to God.
You know what the thing is that I had this idea that stairs players have to be on Palace. So I'm checking ramp and somebody's checking Palace. That was my mindset.
Bro, and listen...
It's completely wrong.
Listen, when we started, you said like, I'm holding ramp. And I'm like, bro, there's no such thing as holding ramp. And you're like, oh, you're getting into technicalities, you know? Why are you saying this? Bro,
you seem like a petty man. You like to hold on to when you are right. All right, man, I get it.
Yeah, I'm just saying, you gotta trust.
I trust. No, I do trust. I absolutely trust. I really do. I just I try to let you understand where I'm coming from. So.
I know. But you know, I'm very petty, so... Okay, this molly, again, you can throw it like a bit earlier.
I thought he was, and then I realized he wasn't throwing.
Yeah, like
he was going.
Generally, like at this timing, right? They might be already like running out.
Right, yeah, gotcha.
No, I'm 48, so gotta watch out for that. Just throw it slightly earlier.
You know what's hilarious?
Yeah.
I really thought my CT side was okay. And I'm realizing that it was not.
It's not bad. Maybe this hit is a lot worse, so maybe that's why you felt
Oh my god, don't worry, you will see.
So here, the way the smoke spreads, right? You can see that there's like right now, you can see that there's like a slight gap between the smoke and Tetris, right?
Yes.
So he can like walk out towards Tetris and you won't see him like right now at this moment.
Yeah.
So you're not aware of it at all.
Yeah. At all.
You think the smoke somehow covers like both ramp and Tetris, I believe, or at least
you know what? When I have a smoke out, my feeling is, you know what? Who's gonna push it? People aren't really gonna. So I should be okay on pit side. I don't have to hold pit. That was kind of probably what was going through my mind.
I mean, you don't need to hold pit. You just need to hold the edge of the smoke.
Yeah.
Because like he's not gonna go like in the middle of the smoke or anything. The only place that possibly he can come out of is this left side of the smoke.
How did he know that the smoke didn't cover that area, or is it just always the case? There's always going to be a gap between Tetris and
of course, first of all, there's always going to be a gap, but he can see from his POV that the smoke is like... I mean, he doesn't know how much of a gap is here, right?
Okay.
But it's never going to be a smoke on here.
Right.
So it's gonna be either a bigger gap or a smaller gap. So the smoke can be like in ramp and leave like a huge gap here, so he can walk out through the smoke anyways, right?
What do you think is a better type of smoke to throw? I mean, does it make a big difference or not really?
It makes a huge difference. But you generally don't throw a smoke ramp. It's out of meta.
You don't?
Yeah, you don't smoke ramp.
Okay.
But yeah, I will show you. There is smoke that's better. That I will always show you. Also show you later.
Okay.
I'm not pausing to wait for you to say something. I'm just pausing because I'm noting, by the way.
Okay. I thought you were like waiting for me to have like a moment of clarity or something.
No. I mean, maybe by chance as well. But... Wait, what the hell happened here? Oh, they're talking Russian. Oh, there is a guy behind you.
Is there?
Yeah, he's dead.
Oh, I hate this round. Yeah, we lost this round. I thought he was gonna plant maybe, so
Yeah, so just taking out your nades right before you're confirmed that. Okay, the molly. Are you using the smoke slightly too early? Palace and ramp. Was anybody ramp? How do you know that someone's ramp?
I thought I heard steps on ramp.
Okay.
Yeah, but I guess I didn't.
And this is a good position to be in. You're up close with MP9, so I assume you're gonna get a kill here. Yeah. Oh!
I was greedy. I was greedy!
I wouldn't say greedy.
Uh-huh.
I would say just stupid. Because you were blind and you were running forward. Greedy would be... Greedy, in a smart way, would be peeking the angles and going for the AK. But you just ran with W into the wall, not even peeking up the AK, right? Full blind.
God, that is so true. Fucking A, man.
Greedy, I understand. I'm greedy as well, actually. I would want to pick up that AK there. I would peek the angles and pick up the AK. And if I die, it's okay. I'm greedy. I died. But this was just like fully running with W into the wall.
So this angle is always bad, or with a deagle it's okay?
This exact angle that you're in, you never stood in before.
Okay, gotcha.
I didn't see you standing there. And this angle is good, but only played correctly. So I'll show you how to play it.
Oh man, honestly, I'm glad we're doing this. This is exactly what I thought coaching was going to be. This is a lot of fun.
Okay, that's cool.
Steps, ramp is still.
Oh.
Hey. Who was that? It was a teammate?
No, it was the guy.
They threw that.
He bounced the nade of default of this box you're standing behind now. And you shifted out into that angle again, right?
Okay, I don't even notice it, but it's good that you're letting me know.
Okay, molly, slightly too late. These people don't know how to rush anyways, like these T players. They're quite slow, sometimes AFK on spawn or whatever, but the better players that you're gonna play against later on, they will just rush you ramp and you won't have timing to react.
Okay.
And Naze smoked quite out. And they're just flying to the smoke, yeah. And I was expecting this because I saw the smoke like extending too much. You give them too much space basically on the wall, on this back wall. There is a wall here, right? This whole wall. You don't want to give them space here. You want the smoke to be like super deep and see this whole wall and don't give them space to run past it.
Yeah, totally. Okay.
If that makes sense.
That makes complete sense. You know, it's funny. I obviously use smokes, but I'm now understanding what the exact idea behind it is. You know, why you're doing it. It's to cover a big space and leave open a bigger space for them to, when they come out, that you can see them and
yeah, you need to see them when they come out. That's the point, right?
Yeah.
The way you're throwing it right now, the way it spreads in the molly. Oh, actually, this one was. This is also like a bit useless because someone can come just here out of the smoke and then peek you, right?
Yeah.
And then you didn't expect Palace, I believe, or you expected it for a moment and then stopped expecting it. And you were like, movement-wise, you fucked up here. Because you
this
were.
This is a situation as well where. Yeah, go ahead.
Pressing A and just was a miss. Like it happens.
Okay, gotcha.
There is no way of going the other way. You did the correct play, although you just weren't aware of Palace like at all on that second timing. You were like fully diagonally on the ramp. You can see it again.
Yeah.
Look. You smoked ramp, you watched Palace, and now you're like watching ramp, and you're like forgot about Palace.
Yeah. So
you don't forget. You look at both.
Forth.
Yes. As you're, okay. I mean, maybe not even back forth with your crosshair, like back forth in your mind, kind of. Well, let me go through the city side first and give you like some game plan. But just for your knowledge, what I show you right now will require work on NADR, and just as a Inferno, if you don't do it, it's not gonna improve, right? So.
Yeah, 100%. I'm happy for you to do this on we can do this on every map, and you just give me the option to essentially you know, if I want to do it, I'll do it. The videos are always going to be there, right? So I can do it on my own time anytime. But I like going through these maps together. So
I mean, yeah, that's the point. We look at your mistakes, and I basically will go up for every single mistake I've seen, and then I'll show you what you should be doing instead, and that's the point. And then you can use it or you cannot use it. Well, ideally for my own mental health, you would want to use everything I'm showing you. But well, if you don't, that's also fine. Anyways, first of all, we saw you moving around the ticket, right? Booth. So whenever there is a smoke or anything, you probably want to be able to jump on top of ticket, right? Even if it's smoked off like that, right? Or if you don't see the ticket. So the main point is you're gonna stick to the box, but you have to time the control really well. Like I probably do it like a couple times, and I can do it like all the time.
You'll have it.
Yeah, I just have it now. So you want to practice this if you want to get better at it, obviously, or you don't even play on top of ticket. Like I don't really jump on top of ticket too much, you know.
Okay.
And if I'm jumping, it looks like this. I'm fighting someone, and then I'm like this, and like I'm jumping like fully making sound because he already spotted me, right?
Right.
So if you want to silently go on top of it, you need to practice. But generally on pistol rounds, I recommend holding the angle, not like going back and forth.
Okay.
So you can post up like that and just hold the angle, you know?
Did you practice on site, on like a server where you have to jump all these crazy jumps, blah, blah, blah? Or is it more just something like you're doing right now?
But wait, is this literally the same? You just said, did you practice on a server where you have to jump all these crazy jumps? So So for example, this could be a crazy jump for you, right? That you hit this jump like from window to short. So yes, I practiced like that on, like I went on a server.
On the exact server, okay.
Yeah, on this server or whatever.
No, because I've seen these maps where people are just doing crazy jumps, you know, not an actual map.
No map. Yeah. So servers or like KZ servers and shit like that. Yeah.
Yeah. That's
probably not that useful, but that's for fun, and that improves your movement, but it doesn't improve the exact positions that you want to move around.
Gotcha.
So here are two angles for pistols. One is like this, and then you calmly like drag them. One is here. And yeah, you can also strafe in and out, but you need to counter strafe on each of these peaks. You can't just like do this. It's not gonna work. You need to counter strafe and be ready to shoot them as they're actually coming out.
Okay.
You know? Now, clearing angles from underwood, this is what I wrote here. You need to be like peeking angles. So you position your crosshair, do like AD, strafe out, AD, strafe out, move up, AD, 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 and not like shift out and like this, or like this. You run out like this at the guy with W and...
Sounds good. This is something that you said you wanted to work on today as well, right? It's just how I peek, because I peek terribly.
Yeah, I hope if we have time, but I don't know if we're gonna have time because we went quite deep into that. But yeah, we'll definitely work on that. Well, anyways, you were in this kind of angles, right? Look, I'm gonna place a bot here, and then you're gonna see that I see him, right?
Yeah, shoulder. Yeah.
Because I'm close to the angle. So if I place a bot here, right, where I saw him from, and I go into this bot, and I dismiss him, and I go forward a bit, you will see that I don't really see that guy, right? And it's the same with any texture that you're close to. For example, if you're like...
The right side is always the... If you're peeking on your right, you have an advantage.
No. I mean, yes, but that's not the point here. Here the point is that you're close to the texture. You're close to this, like, bricks and the wall. That's the point. Yeah, your left side is also more visible to your right side, but it's not that big of a deal than the angle closeness. For example...
So hold on. Why? This is just math? For some reason he sees me before I see him? What's the exact reason? Because I'm too close to the wall, or why is he seeing me before?
So the closer you are to the wall, the less you see him. The less of field of view you have. So let's say I'm like this, right? So see, my model is sticking out to the right of the wall.
Yeah.
But I don't see ticket. But the ticket sees me, right? I didn't see that angle.
Okay. Crazy.
Like you remember, right? How I picked.
I
don't see these angles.
You don't see. You're looking at a wall.
Yeah, but this guy can kill me like easily. 110, right? I'm dead.
Does that mean in general you just don't want to be close to things when peeking?
No,
No.
but you want to avoid it in positions where you're like shifting up and you're sneaking, because I don't see a
So
problem.
when you're sneaking, you're always going wide. When you're going
No,
fast, it's okay.
there is no rule for this. You just
Okay.
need to be aware of this and use this fact. I will show you. Like, for example, there is no problem if the guy's ticket, right? There is no problem with me going here and swinging wide from close.
Yeah.
But if I'm shifting up and I'm like doing this, and I'm like here, like of course I'm fucked, right?
Yeah.
And there's also no problem with me picking him like this from far angle. But here, for example, you need to use this information to not be standing in angles like this. This is a bad angle in general.
Yeah.
That's how you to do it. And by the way, just really quickly, retreating, right?
Okay, yeah, gotcha. It's very quick.
So look, I'm going here, right? I'm looking at ramp because I'm not exposed that much to palace. Now, when I'm behind default, I'm looking at palace. Now, when I go behind default, I look at ramp, and now I look at palace.
Yeah. Makes sense. Can you show me again under the box, under the wooden box? What's it called? This area, this where we're looking. What is that called?
Underwood, shadow.
Underwood. Okay, shadow. Exactly, shadow. Can you show me a good position to hold on shadow?
Yeah, I was about to go to good positions. I'm just going for mistakes.
Okay.
So now, this was the last mistake. I actually wanted to go through from like this small things. And now for the big things, you just need to learn all the util and all the different things you can do early round, mid round, and late round, okay? So early round, you have two options. You either, actually multiple, but when it comes to util, you either throw a molly or a smoke. So the meta is throwing the molly, and you're gonna aim above this window around the tower, and you're just gonna throw it like that. And it lands in the right side of ramp, so the flame blocks the cross from seeing.
Yeah, so he can't even see if somebody goes to connector.
I mean, if you can barely see it, but yeah. So you run out, you position yourself somewhere around here, and you molly, and then you can hold the molly for a moment. Okay, nobody's coming out, and then you nade, and you nade behind the molly, if anybody's waiting for the molly to end, right?
Right.
And you can take out your nade because the molly is still burning, and that was my point in the game, right?
Yeah.
Now, the second thing you can do, you can instantly throw the nade. So you're doing that, and you're not even holding the molly and just nading behind the molly immediately. That's also good if someone was trying to rush and he's like sees the molly and goes back and he gets naded, right?
Right.
But the first option is my favorite because I'm nading people that are waiting for the molly to end.
Yeah. I like that as well.
And now you can also smoke, but this one I don't recommend doing at all. But you can know this. This is like just a change up. So you're gonna do that, and you're gonna nade immediately to slow them down if they're going in the smoke, and then you're gonna peek after the smoke. So it's quite deeper, right? It leaves a lot more room.
Yeah.
So you're gonna smoke like that, and the reason you nade is to slow them down, right? So you nade, the smoke pops now, and then you peek after the smoke popped.
Yeah,
so you're not
cool.
actually breaking the smoke, right?
Can you ever do that on a pistol round? Because you think there's no. On
pistol rounds you buy armor.
Okay.
They will just see the smoke and they will just wait. Or nobody's rushing ramp on pistol rounds. I mean, it's not that. People usually like throw some kind of util and then they go ramp. Nobody's like first timing rushing ramp on pistol round.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe they will do against you, but you're better off having Kevlar anyways.
Yeah. Okay.
Now, let's talk about what to do after this. So after throwing the molly, it doesn't matter if you throw the molly and the nade early or late. Let's say I'm holding this, right? I decide to throw a nade. First position you should learn how to play is Underwood, okay? So how you play Underwood is you don't want to be exposed to these headshot angles versus AKs. You want to be on off angles, like for example this one. Because if a guy is coming out, he's clearing like Underwood, and then he's gonna clear like, not ninja, but like sandwich. And then you can see him from here, right? So this is a good angle. Another strong angle is even like this, not exposed to this angle, but like slightly below. So you're just holding it, you know? Maybe he's like that, right? He didn't see you here, and then he's turning towards fire, and then you catch him, right?
Bro, I love this. This is awesome. Okay.
You can be on top of here as well, but of course don't be exposed to this upper part. Yeah? And then from here, after you get kills, you can also like move out later on. Yeah, these are the main angles here. And when you have a shit gun, like a Deagle or MP9, you can do this. You can play here and you can peek out, hide. Peek out, hide. So you're trying to catch him on a timing where he's coming out, he's clearing city, and now you peek out, right? He didn't see you.
So
and
that's he's not... Palace can't see me from this position, you said, right?
Yeah. Okay. So that's the only way you play this like spot.
Okay.
Well, now what happens if they're coming out? Well, let's say you kill one, right? Or like two. Then you immediately can go here and flash like that and peek with the flash.
Ooh, that's cool.
The flash pops here, and it blinds them basically if they're like looking towards you. If they see the flash and they decide to turn around from it, you're basically peeking at people that are turning around because you're peeking with the flash. You're not peeking. You're not waiting for the flash to pop and then peeking. No, you're peeking with the flash. So you're throwing the flash and you're peeking as it pops. So if they're turning around, they don't have time to turn back. And if they don't turn around, they're blind.
Yeah. Oh man, I like that.
Yeah, and then another thing
that.
is counter to getting mollied, because just as you got naded, you can get mollied here. So, oh, I fucked it up. You aim at the left part of it. You can get mollied like that, right? So if you get mollied, you wanna smoke the molly in this spot. So let's say you're getting mollied, and you smoke it here. And the reason you smoke it in that exact manner is that it gives you like a leeway to get out.
Yeah.
Because if you smoke yourself like in the underwood, actually, like completely, you can't really get out, you know?
Yeah.
So this is your routine. So you can also drop the smoke. You can also drop the smoke randomly, like as a defense smoke, not only when you're getting mollied.
Yeah.
And then the rotation I already explained, right? Okay, now playing Ticket. When do you play Ticket? You play Ticket versus Eco, for example, because you don't want to get caught underwood versus like pistol running, jumping down on you and going out ramps. So you can play here on Eco, or when you want to play passive on A and you don't want to be close, right? Sometimes it's good to just jump spot like that and get information. Let's say your teammate on Con is not very helpful. Then you want to play passive. If he plays constantly mid from Con and he's not helping you, then you want to play here. And you're gonna be just jump spotting or picking in and out versus Eco, for example. And after you get like a kill or you spot someone, you can use the smoke. So you're gonna bounce the smoke off this wall. And with this smoke, you can go on top and you will see. Or you can go to the right of it.
Yeah.
So basically they see a smoke and they don't know if you're on top of it, to the left of it, maybe even like behind firebox, so they are bamboozled by the smoke.
Well, this game is so much cooler when you have ways to navigate it. Like
it is.
Okay.
So you're like jump spotting or like peeking in and out, and then you spot them and you do smoke. Use a smoke. You can also like bounce a flash, well, anywhere to be honest, like just high. And you can either get out right now, like behind the smoke, and then start shifting, or be on top of the smoke. It doesn't really matter. Cool, so you know how to play here, that's okay. Now, another way to play is you're gonna throw the exact same, because all these routines are with the molly first, remember, right? Mm-hmm. So now you're gonna do the molly first. Let's say they've seen you play here and you've been successful, they maybe seen you once in Ticket, and now you decide to, okay, I'm gonna play aggro now. So you do the molly, you take out your nade, you take a risk, you don't like hold the molly, and then you peek out behind it, and then if you see nobody, you just hold it like here behind the molly. And then you're coming up close, of course you clear right side because maybe someone sniped through, and then you just hold this angle. And they're like, they've seen you throw this molly and this nade like multiple times and play passive, and now they're surprised you're here, you know? And they might not clear this angle, I mean probably won't. So you have a third way of playing on A. So you have a underwood, Ticket, aggressive, and now with the smoke, if you really want to smoke, you can do this. This is like an alternative way. You do this, and then you peek. Okay, no one coming out. You run up here. You shift, and then you get into sandwich, and you can play sandwich.
Okay.
Or you can just go behind the smoke as it's still up, right? And just sit here on top of Tetris. That's one of my favorite surprise plays. You just sit like that, and then when the smoke ends, like you just... well, you just clear it as it's ending. Okay. Like here.
You don't worry, like you're holding palace, you don't worry that people are just gonna go through the smoke and just...
No, I worry. That's why I'm like sometimes checking, but very rarely. No, I'm not worrying that they're gonna walk through the smoke.
Okay. No, because you saw earlier the guy just kind of pushed through the smoke and went.
But he ran through the smoke.
Oh, ran. Then you would
two
hear
times.
Him. Yeah. Okay.
So yeah, so these are your plays. One strong play as well, just as a bonus, when you have eco. I mean, force buy. You have a deagle. Let's say you bought a deagle smoke and a small Kevlar, and maybe a nade. A big force buy, kind of. You can run here, nade ramp, yeah? Just to make some presence. Go here, go up ladder. And then smoke like this from the ladder. and then go in the smoke and wait in the smoke. And the reason that's good, because the smoke bounces multiple times. So it seems like it's coming from stairs. Does that make sense?
Okay. Wow. You know what? I hear you. I don't think that my opponents are thinking about that.
You don't think so?
I don't think so. But maybe it's at that
If the
point
guy is
already.
coming up here and he hears the smoke bouncing, don't you think he thinks that you're not close? If he hears the smoke bounce so many times?
Well, I'll be honest with you. It's not something I think about, but I will start thinking about that more now. So.
But you can understand where the enemies are by the way the utilities bounce, right? You know that.
Well, I am more learning that now. Like I said, it's not something. It makes sense to me. It's just not something that my brain is aware of in the game. You know.
Understand.
Because yeah. So, and why is standing in the smoke nice? Like,
because he's not expecting you. He had been maybe already pre-aiming stairs, right? In the smoke, like he's ready to peek stairs.
Okay, got you.
And he's like this, and oh, I'm gonna pick them in a second, you know. And then you're like appearing here as the smoke is fading.
And now when I'm doing that, it's just because it's an eco or a force buy. You can take different risks that you usually would be taking, because now I'm not getting any information on ramp, right?
Yeah, but you don't care. You just try to surprise them because you don't have chance in a normal duel anyways.
Okay, got it.
Cool. Yeah.